It's a deep honor for me to be here in this place of discussion and peace, and then surrounded by distinguished colleagues. I think at the end, the target we have is try to get a better world. Okay. I am a computer architect. I am going to talk about supercomputer, data center, chips, sovereignty, and collaboration with the Global South. I am Professor Mateo Valero, as I say. I am the director of the Barcelona Supercomputing Center, who is the Spanish National Supercomputing Center. We are 1,400 people. And concerning collaboration, 35% of our people comes from 63 countries. So the collaboration for us is a win-win, okay? The supercomputer are the faster computer devoted to produce science. I will come back to that, okay? They appeared 50 years ago, and then the advanced countries realized that the countries that do not compute don't compete. And then they spend a lot of money just to use this computer to do better science and engineering. The leaders are the United States, and then Japan, and then in Europe, yeah, we just buy a computer. We had very good computer, but we just buy a computer. We don't have technology to build supercomputer, but we are very well organized. We had many supercomputing centers that can be accessed for free for the good researchers. And the collaboration is quite natural between us. We were working, for example, in the COVID or pan cancer or climate change. The access, as I say, is free. Another situation is with the today with the data center, okay? You know that the data, the supercomputer and the AI are changing any activity of our life, okay? But there are some people who believe that those having the best computer and the best data will dominate the world. And they are doing that. And this is very dangerous. This is very dangerous. So now the dilemma is whoever controls the compute and the data, I mean, the artificial intelligence will control the future, will control the world. And let me tell you that coming back to the supercomputer, the data center these companies have can be between 50 and 100 times faster than compared with the faster supercomputer. Just an example, OpenAI announced 2 days ago to build a data center containing 5 million of GPUs, the Blackwell, if you like, and then requiring 10 gigabytes of power. As an example, 10 gigabytes is 30% of the electricity we use in Spain, just for one data center. This concentration of power is a clear risk for equality, for diversity, and for democracy, don't have any doubt. Today, the state and China are the winners of the battle. Europe is still trying to catch up, but we don't produce any chip. We just do regulation. And I think, I don't like the regulation. I think the regulation for Europe is, you know the soccer, you have the VAR to control the game. So Europe try to control the game, knowing that we are not going to have any player. It's very poor, no? So we need to change the situation. I believe that the chair should is doing things, but should congregate us to produce fundamental reflection on these companies that are dominating even the countries. Yeah. People don't realize that this is a real problem. Concerning sovereignty, I don't like to use the name sovereignty. I try to use autonomy. And autonomy for me means that the country, Europe, needs to get access to all the technology, allowing Europe to implement their ideas. Obviously, talking about AI, chips are the stepping stone for building the digital future. If you don't have chips, you can do not many things. Don't forget that, because this is true. If you need to buy the chips, you are depending on the chip producer. And let me tell you that the design and fabrication of the faster chips is the geopolitical problem, the biggest problem outside of the war, obviously, in the war. Okay, the state doesn't like any other country to produce chips, let me tell you, 2 nanometers. And when the state is unable to do that, they force Taiwan and Samsung to clone their foundries in Arizona and Austin. Europe need to devote effort to fabricate chips. If we like to do something in the AI field, mainly if we like to be the foundation for trustworthy AI and data governance. To do that, we need a clear plan, and the collaboration between universities, startup, and industry is crucial to avoid fragmentation. Okay, so we need to collaborate with we need to produce good AI, trusty AI, and the only way is to do that in an open way, as we do in the supercomputing center. In the supercomputing center, we are producing now LLMs bigger than the biggest LLMs from the companies. But our target is not to control the people, not to get money. Our target is to do better science. For example, better personalized medicine, better knowledge of the climate change. We have plenty of data, more than the data that are in the internet, and we are collaborating. We are 100 institutions around the world trying to develop these LLMs. What about the global South countries? I had the opportunity to be last week, 2 days in Brussels. There was a global gateway forum with the president of Africa and Latin America and Caribbean. And unfortunately, let me tell you that the word AI didn't appear. For these countries, I think the problems are low level compared with the problems we are discussing here. But we need to collaborate with them. We cannot leave these countries alone because they even didn't realize the problem they can have on top of the problem they have derived from the artificial intelligence. And we propose several things, AI for everyone, obviously, and the goal is to co-creation, not a sport model, not building for them, but building together with them, all these models. Okay? So we have several actions in some programs we have with BSc and the European Union. The most important is the capacity building. We need to teach, to educate people in these countries. The second one, allow the access to a very expensive supercomputer to these people, but not alone. We need to develop joint projects using supercomputer, collaborating. And I think that this is the way to do. And to finish, let me tell you that we have several actions. We create the Red Iberoamericana de Supercomputación, where we have several European partners and several American and Caribbean partners. And now we are starting what we call next European Union LAC Supercomputing Network for AI, trying to do what I said before is good. And also we prepare, one of the things we are going to do is to put all together, all the LLMs dealing with our languages together and to have just one LLM that Carmen started many years ago. So thank you. We are advancing a lot in this project. And then we present a proposal for AI in Africa. And we select 2 topics in Africa, agriculture and education. So there are several European supercomputing center and institutions working with some African, okay? So I have some open question, if you allow me, or I can leave the open question, but how can sovereignty become a path toward deeper global cooperation? I know this is possible in technology, developing RISC-V processor, LLM model, application, but in general, how we do that? How can partnership with the Global South be truly equitable, to be equitable? How can devise governance schemes that will trust instead of control? A personal wish, a connected world where power and knowledge are shared by everybody. How can we convince and help countries in the global south that technology and AI can solve some of their problems? As I say, I believe it's very pertinent that the chair address a fundamental reflection on whoever control the compute and the data control the future. This is for me the point. And Europe can lead computer for the common good, not for the profit. At the end, my wish is let's design and use technology to make a better world. Thank you.